Alright, so I'm just kind of making this video to show off my custom do-it-yourself guitar kit that my wife bought me for Christmas on eBay. This is obviously a Les Paul, and it's just a kit that came with all the parts included. It wasn't painted or anything. I had to assemble everything, stain it, paint it, wire it, and put it all together basically. So I haven't seen a lot of videos that have shown people with their completed guitars from a guitar kit, so I decided to kind of show it off and let you know how it went and what I learned. I just used a ink from Hobby Lobby. It's called an India ink. I used an orange, and I also did black. Now I did black first and then sanded it down to kind of get the grain to pop, as you can see there, and then went over it with a bunch of coats of orange. That wasn't too bad of a process. Actually probably the easiest part of making the guitar. And then I went ahead and did the top portion after I cut it. Now let me show you I just kind of copied a ESP LTD headstock because I thought it looked cool. That I learned is probably best to do with a bandsaw, not by hand, which is what I did, and I ended up having to do a lot of sanding afterward on the top, which was very tedious and obnoxious and probably wasn't necessary, but I didn't have a bandsaw handy, so I went ahead and just did it with a handsaw. Probably not the best way to go about it. I could have really screwed it up, but I got lucky, so whatever works, right? So after that, I went ahead and did a stain on the back of the guitar. As you can see, it's kind of a pretty mahogany red color. I did it on the back of the neck as well. I wasn't sure how the ink was going to go down on the back because it's not the same as the maple top. I'm pretty sure this is a mahogany back, but I could be totally wrong. The top is a maple though, so I decided to just make it a stain. I was a little worried the colors might clash, the orange and the red, but it actually kind of looks cool with the white trim here. So just a little something I did. I didn't wipe. It was kind of a stain, but it kind of felt like a paint, so I didn't wipe off any excess or anything. One thing I noticed though here is I think there was a little glue or something left over that I didn't really get down sanding very well, so the stain didn't go down as well right there, and in a couple other spots. But you know, this is just my first kit that I've done, so you know, lesson learned there for that. And then it was just a matter of basically putting it all together. I had to do the wiring in the back. I'll include some pictures. I didn't really take a video of that process, but I followed a video on YouTube from a guy named Fred Yen. He did one of these himself. Not this exact kit, but he did one, and I pretty much followed almost exactly what he did. I did a few other things differently. I'll tell you about what I did as far as that goes, but Fred Yen was a really good source for just kind of at least wiring the guitar, if anything. To give it kind of the glossy look that you can see there, I followed another guy's videos on YouTube. I cannot remember what his name is, but I'll include some description in the video here. And he used a Deft, the brand is Deft. It's a kind of clear coat wood finish gloss spray paint or spray, and I just used that multiple times on the body of the guitar, the back of it, neck, headstock, everything, just to give it that glossy protective finish as well. And then after that I went ahead and wet sanded, which is also what the guy did that I saw the video for, and that kind of achieved a smoother look. I didn't quite accomplish that he got, but obviously another lesson learned. I don't think I put enough clear coat on, and I ran out and I didn't really want to buy anymore. It's kind of lazy. So I just went ahead and wet sanded as far down as I thought would be good, and it ended up being really nice and smooth. It's still pretty shiny, so not professionally done, but good enough for me for this first time around. Then I went ahead and wired it, put all the hardware on myself, the tuning pegs, the hardware, the pickups, and the wiring and electronics part and soldering that all together was probably the most difficult part of this. I have no experience soldering or doing anything with electronics or doing anything an electrician does, but it was a pretty simple task, I guess. Hardest part for me, but not hard in general. So overall, I'm really pleased and stoked with the guitar. A lot of things I learned for sure, where I had to do another one of these, which I think I will. This was only about 150 bucks, so and it sounds really well. Sounds amazing. I will include a video of that also, of me testing it out and playing it. I was really afraid that it wasn't going to work because in Fred Yen's video, not to bag on him, but he didn't really show him playing it. He played like one power chord, and you could have gotten that chord from another guitar or something like that. So I wasn't totally sold on the fact that it was going to work. So when I did it, I was really excited that it actually worked. So if you have any questions or anything, you can just leave a comment below. But yeah, I am definitely all for making your own guitar if you've got the tools and accessories and everything to do it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something.